When you hear the phrase fake news, you probably think of this, right? But before the president co-opted that phrase to mean news that he doesn't like, fake news meant exactly that. Deliberately false stories posing as news, especially in non-traditional news sources like digital media. Fake news online is a major problem, especially considering that 2/3 of adults in America said they get some of their news from social media. And the other third said they get it from Steve Harvey. So it's bad all around. And earlier this week, we saw another example of online news going haywire.
Well, Google and Facebook are apologizing for amplifying false news stories that surfaced in the hours after the shooting. According to the Chronicle, Google blamed an algorithm for highlighting stories that falsely identified an innocent man as the shooter.
Within hours of the attack, Gary Danley's name and his photo were spread across the internet.
Our family and all of our extended family, the Danleys, have been getting death threats, and would like people to know that social media has spun this out of control and, without seeking the truth, have jumped to the conclusion that somehow our father was involved.
That's right. Millions of people are now linking an innocent man's face to a mass shooting, which is really messed up when you think about it. This poor guy's walking around trying to live his life with people probably walking up to him saying, "Hey, are you the guy who shot everyone and then killed himself?" Not cool, man. Not cool. Yo, can I get a selfie real quick? Yeah. And this story was just one example. After Vegas, Facebook and Google News were filled with fake news about multiple shooters, fictional victims, ISIS involvement, my sex tape, all fake things, very fake things, especially the part of me crying at the end. I wouldn't cry. Why would I cry? Come on. It's fake. That's all you need to know. And by the way, the fake news about Vegas is not an isolated incident. This is turning out to be a problem across all social media.
The New York Times reports there is evidence that Twitter may have been used even more extensively than Facebook in the Russian influence campaign last year. On Twitter, you had these bots, these automated accounts that were helping to spread fake news.
Damn. So Facebook has fake news, Google has fake news, Twitter has fake news. Who would have thought we'd be living in a world where Snapchat is our only legitimate source of news? Yeah, and good luck if you're a slow reader. North Korea is about to, it's gone, it's gone. What was it gonna say? What was it gonna say? What reply? Okay, there you go. I guess missiles for missiles. Now, it would already be bad if all the fake news coming out from the inside of the White House was the only thing we had to deal with. But as we've learned, the Russians are also involved. And if there's one guaranteed way to make any situation worse, just sprinkle a little Russia over it.
Facebook says about 10 million people saw Russia-linked ads on its sites before and after the 2016 election.
A number of these Russian-linked Facebook ads that did appear during the election season were actually targeting two key states, Michigan and Wisconsin, those critical to Donald Trump's victory last November.
This is unbelievable. Even the Russians knew they had to campaign in Wisconsin. Even them. You know what I'm thinking? If Hillary runs again, maybe she should collude with some Russians. Maybe. Just have them on a team. Now remember, Hill Dog, smile and talk nice about Cole. Okay, get out there. Get out there. And now, regardless of your politics, the reason you should care about fake news online is because it's not just about Russians meddling in US elections. It's about Russians working to divide everyone.
Ads were intended to promote divisive messages, and some even included anti-Muslim messages.
Accounts regularly shared content intended to deepen the racial divide and stir up outrage.
Just this past weekend, as some NFL players protested during the national anthem, Russian trolls flooded social media with the hashtags boycott the NFL and take a knee.
You see? The Russians were playing both sides. Boycott the NFL and take a knee. You can't do that. Like, next they'll be saying stuff like pro-choice for life. You can't do it.